Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Searching for Wisdom. My name is Louie Larimer. Since 1982, I've helped people make difficult decisions relating to legal, business, and personal matters. I've done that by sharing with them principles of law, ethics, philosophy, psychology, and even spirituality. Today, I'd like to discuss one of the most difficult conversations a parent, grandparent, teacher, or caregiver may ever have to deal with. What do you say to a child when someone they love deeply dies? Perhaps it's a grandparent, perhaps it's a parent, maybe it's a close friend, or more often, a family pet who has been part of their lives for years. Regardless of who has died, the challenge is the same. How do you explain death to a child? The first piece of wisdom is simple. Tell the child the truth. Psychologists, grief counselors, hospice professionals, and pediatric experts recommend using clear and honest language when discussing death with children. Many adults, hoping to soothe the pain, say things like, "Grandpa went away. Grandma is sleeping. We lost the dog." The problem is that young children often take those statements literally. If Grandpa went away, when is he coming back? If Grandma is sleeping, why won't she wake up? If we lost the dog, shouldn't we go looking for him? Children need clarity. A simple explanation can be enough. Grandpa died. His body stopped working and he won't be coming back. Now, I know that sounds direct, but honesty is often kinder than confusion. The second piece of advice is this. Let your child guide the conversation. Children rarely process grief the same way that adults do. Adults may think about death for hours. Children often ask a question, receive an answer, and then ask if they can have a cookie or go outside. That doesn't mean they don't care. It means they process information differently. Answer the question they ask. Don't answer 5 other questions that they didn't ask. And remember that the conversation may continue over days, weeks, or months. Now, let's talk about age. If your child is very young, perhaps 3 to 5 years old, you might simply say, "Grandma died." That means her body stopped working and she can't come back. We're sad because we loved her very much. Simple, clear, and honest. If your child is 6 to 9 years old, they may have more questions. And you might explain, when people die, their bodies stop working. Death happens to every living thing, eventually, but most people live for a very long time. At this age, children often become curious about how death happens and whether it could happen to them or someone else that they love. Reassurance becomes important. If your child is older, perhaps 10 years or beyond, they may begin asking deeper questions. Why do people die? What happens after death? Does it hurt? Those questions move us beyond facts and into the realm of life and meaning. And that's where wisdom becomes important. Another piece of wisdom is this. Allow your children to grieve. Some children cry, some become quiet, some become angry. Some often feel unaffected at first. There's no single correct way to grieve, and you can't predict how one will respond. You might say, it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to miss them. I know you do. It's okay to cry. It's okay to talk about them. And perhaps most importantly, it is okay to ask questions. Now, let's talk about our furry family members, our pets. For many children, the death of a pet may be the first experience with loss. Never dismiss that grief. To a child, the loss of a beloved dog, cat, rabbit, or other companion can feel enormous. Treat it with respect. You might say, we're sad because we loved our dog very much. The sadness we feel is a reflection of the love that we all shared. That lesson applies not only to pets, but to every meaningful relationship in life. Now, let's address a question that many parents struggle with. Should children attend a funeral or a memorial service? Most grief counselors and child development experts recommend allowing children to attend if they wish and if they are prepared for what they will experience. The key word is choice. Invite them. Do not force. You might say, many people, we will be gathering to remember Grandpa and celebrate his life with us. You can come if you'd like. If you decide to attend, I'll stay with you and I'll answer questions you have. Children often do better when they feel included rather than excluded. Parents also ask, should children view the body or an open casket? Again, most experts recommend allowing the child to decide. But before they do so, prepare them honestly and gently. You might explain, Grandpa's body will be in a special box called a casket. His body will not move, talk, or respond because he has died. Some people choose to see the body and some choose not to. Either choice is okay for you. I want you to notice the absence of pressure. No guilt, no expectation, just simple information. For some children, viewing the body helps them understand that death is real. For others, it may not feel very helpful. But both responses are normal parts of being human. Another wonderful way to help children grieve is to involve them in remembering the person that they loved. Children often need something to do with their love after someone dies. Well, think about that for a moment. When someone you love dies, the love does not disappear. The relationship changes, but the love deep in your heart, fullness in your heart, remains. Adults often understand this instinctively. We tell stories, we look at photographs, we gather with families, we remember. Children need similar opportunities. They need somewhere for that love to go. It needs to be expressed. Encourage them to draw a picture, write a letter, share a favorite memory, place a flower or a toy near the casket or the cemetery. Maybe they can read a poem, create a memory box, plant a tree, make a scrapbook, or simply tell stories about the person they lost. These activities help transform grief into remembrance. They help children understand that while death ends a life, it does not extinguish the love that was shared. One of the most important healing questions you can ask, what's your favorite memory of Grandpa? Or what did you think our dog would want us to remember about him or her? Those questions gently shift the focus from what has been lost to what has been given, from sorrow toward gratitude. And gratitude is often one of the healthiest pathways through grief. In fact, another important lesson we can teach children is this: love does not end when life ends. The people we love continue to influence through the memories that we cherish, the lessons they taught us, the love they gave us. Children often need something to do with that love after someone dies. Helping them to remember may be one of the greatest gifts you can offer. Another piece of wisdom is this: children do need reassurance. Not reassurance that nothing bad will ever happen. That would not be true. Instead, reassure them that they are loved, supported, and they are not alone. After a death, children often worry about things they don't say out loud. Will someone else die? Will I be okay? Who will take care of me? Sometimes what they need most is a hug and the simple words, "We're going to get through this together." Now, here's a little different perspective. One of the great paradoxes of life is that grief exists because love occurs. If we never loved, we would never grieve. The sadness we feel after a loss is evidence that that someone mattered to us, to you. That relationship changed your life. And while death may end a life, it does not erase the love, the memories, the lessons, or influence that person left behind. In many ways, the people you love continue to live within you. Finally, remember that this conversation is not simply about death, it is about love. It is also about loss, about memory, gratitude, and ultimately, it is about how you help a child understand one of life's deepest realities: that every life is precious, that every relationship matters, and when someone we love dies, the love remains. Your task is to help children find healthy ways to carry that love forward. That is wisdom. And that is what we're all searching for. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Visit LouieLarimer.com to review books and articles I have written about various wisdom-related topics. Take a look at my book, The Psychology of Self. It provides insights that will help you to better understand and manage your inner self. Finally, be on the lookout for my next video: how to talk to a child about your divorce. And as always, keep searching for wisdom. See you soon.